What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another review, and this time we're taking a look at the 1968 Christmas special, The Little Drummer Boy. Let's waste no time. Let's get right into it. Overall, I liked The Little Drummer Boy. As opposed to the two Frosty the Snowman movies, which I didn't really care for, I think The Little Drummer Boy is is one of the strongest of the three that I have, is one of the strongest Christmas specials to have been released up to 1968. I like the overall maturity of this movie, of this short special, whatever you want to call it. I like the maturity. I like the grittiness of it. I also like the darker, more dour storytelling of it. Like The Little Drummer Boy. This is a dark movie by 1968 standards. You know, the character of Aaron, who is the eponymous Little Drummer Boy. You know, he is a child who has a hatred against all humanity since they destroyed his life by killing his family. And this movie is pretty much him on a course to rediscover his humanity. And it happens when he follows the star of Bethlehem to the town of Bethlehem, where he witnesses the birth of Christ, pretty much. And this is what reinvigorates his spirit. And I think everything leading up to that was actually done fairly well. I think the voice acting in this special is very solid. The actor who played the Little Drummer Boy, Aaron, I thought did a decent job. Though I do think the performance can be very stilted and kind of annoying, kind of just flat in a lot of areas. It was overall trying. And I think the supporting voice cast who played certain other characters in this movie, I thought they played their roles fairly decent as well. Especially the character of Ben, who recruits the Little Drummer Boy to be part of his act as he's like pretty much a gypsy trying to make quick cash. And this happens when they go to a town, but Aaron lashes out at the town, accusing them of being thieves and knives, since he feels these were the ones who were responsible for the killing of his family. This is what leads them to see a traveling caravan of kings, which does not go well for Ben, since he loses it. But eventually, this is what sets Aaron off on his course to Bethlehem after he's pretty much following the Bethlehem star that the original kings were following as well. And this is what leads to the ending of him witnessing the birth of Christ and rediscovering his humanity again. And like I said, I thought the overall storytelling of The Little Drummer Boy was done fairly well. I mean, yeah, there are some things of this movie that maybe has not aged well. Like the animation style is very janky and very stilted in a lot of areas. The grainy picture quality can be kind of a nuisance. And there are certain moments where the picture can have moments where it can be very hard to see certain things. Like it has a very dark contrast to it. Now, it's 1968, so the technology was fairly new at the time, so you can only do so much. But I think when you look back at it, it kind of adds to the overall dark aesthetic of the Little Drummer Boy story, which is a very somber tale, because it does, deal with themes of death and a little child losing his faith in humanity until regaining it again. And that's really the more interesting part of this movie, is the overall evolution of Aaron's character, which is pretty much the best part of the entire movie. Naturally, The Little Drummer Boy would be the more interesting part of his movie. Thank God for that. But I liked it. I thought it was handled fairly well. And like I said, there are certain aspects of this movie that, they're not that great in terms of the animation style. It can be a little janky in some areas. The picture quality can dip in and out. And just certain side characters I thought were just not necessary. Like the character of Ben, I think the character of Ben could have come across as just a little bit more manipulating, a little more conniving. Instead, he comes across more as like a jovial gypsy guy, especially when he starts breaking down and singing in song. But the ending of the movie is what really saves it, and is what really gives it this uplifting spiritual type of thing, for lack of a better word. So yeah, those are really all I got to say on The Little Drummer Boy. I enjoyed it for the most part. I actually liked it, and I'm gonna give it a solid 7.5 out of 10. I enjoyed The Little Drummer Boy. I think it's much more stronger than the two Frosty the Snowman movies. And yeah, got nothing else to say. So those are my thoughts on The Little Drummer Boy. Well, let me know your thoughts in the comment sections down below. Like the video and subscribe, and I'll check you back next time for more.